Floating Drill, or Floating Drill, is the title of this contract mission. Here is, I already have it planned out. It's a relatively short trip, and I think I'll be doing it very easily because I took my time to make sure I found the upgrade for the White Western Star 4964 and my Fleet Star. I found the engine upgrade, the most powerful, which was mandatory to complete this, which you find in Alaska. The best of the best engine for this particular truck. Here it is, fully upgraded except for the spare tire I get in one more rank. But other than that, I just spent $2,500, got the bodywork and all the tires freshened. The only way to, it seems the only way to get the tires repaired is to have a spare tire on one of your vehicles, or just repair everything, including the bodywork. Let's begin the mission. This is going to be fun. This is one of the major missions that need to be completed, where you're transporting really, really big items. This is going to be cool. These are the missions that make this game what it's all about. There, I just discovered that. That's an old World War II truck that can go anywhere. It's got always all-wheel drive and a locked differential in the back. This one's capable of all-wheel drive, which I don't need right now because I'm on the main road. When you see me shift into all-wheel drive, you can notice the we're in Alaska. Finally in Alaska. I took a break from Michigan. I had way too many troubles. I flipped too many vehicles on their side. There are right now 4 vehicles, and I cannot complete the Drummond Island mission because, believe it or not, I'm going to tell you everybody what happened. The P-16 in Drummond Island in Michigan. I drove it for 2 minutes and flipped it on its side. I know, right? I was devastated and laughing at myself. I tried to cross that bridge with the cargo, the bridge that scouts can cross, but the P-16 was too large and flipped on its side. And it was either spend $8,000 and recover it, and then probably never complete the Drummond Island mission to start with. You need the P-16 where it's at. You can, if you recover it, you might as well forget about Drummond Island until I find, or a person finds, a powerful enough vehicle to make the trip from Smithville Dam, spelled capital D, capital A, capital M. I want to make sure that's clear. It's way too expensive to bring some. Now I know this isn't going to make sense to some viewers, but just bear with me. The thing is there are bridges that need to be fixed in Drummond Island, and the P-16 where it's at, where they give it to you, is in the perfect spot. There, I see I just drifted in all-wheel drive. The P-16, as I was saying, in Drummond Island is in the perfect spot. The game puts it there for you strategically, so that you can complete the bridge fixing, which is required on every single brand new map. There's bridges that need to be fixed, various types of materials, metal beams, cement slabs, or concrete slabs, and the other one is wooden planks, which is what is required in Drummond Island. Wooden planks are basically given to you. There is a spot that the P-16 can travel to. Find the sawmill, grab those. It even gives you a fresh trailer the game provides for you. So I cannot recover it, spend $8,000. What I have to do is I just get a vehicle and bring some gas with me from Smithville the back entrance. So that I can traverse. There's some deep water. There is a way around it, and then I can traverse the deep water. There is a way around to the other side of the bridge, where then I can put the wooden pallets. I'm sorry, wooden planks to fix the bridge. That is going to require a very powerful engine vehicle. And I believe I found one. Look on the map here. Let me show everybody. This one here. This one right here. What I was just in. This one has the differential lock always on and all-wheel drive always on. It's a beast. It'll go anywhere. That's what I'm going to use to fix Drummond Island. But I'm going to have to pay the retainer fee to do that. That's not going to be for a while. So Drummond Island is on hold. I'm now in Alaska. Forget Michigan for now. If I would have continued with Michigan, my hard mode save game would have just completely deteriorated even more. I was making too many mistakes. It was draining. I was down to like $16,000. So I decided to spend $7,000 of that and retain this truck here and the Fleet Star to Alaska. I teleported them by paying the fee. And ever since then, it's worked out. I finally found the Hummer 2. I've completed lots of missions. I've gotten my cash flow back. I've gotten my game back now. It's recovered. I don't have to start over. If I would have continued in Michigan, it would have just been a downhill slope. I just kept continuing spiraling down. I had a lot of bad luck. There is a lot of luck in this game. One mission can be decided by one tip over and it's over. You need to start over. What I meant to say was your entire game, your entire company, my trucking company, your trucking company, playing this game, SnowRunner, is basically what it is. Sometimes it's all about whether or not a mission is successful or not. And if you flip that truck and if you're in a certain area, game over. That's why I had to leave Michigan. The P16, I only had it for 2 minutes. Drove it and flipped it on its side, and it's way too heavy to recover with the scout vehicle that I had, that I used to find it. That goes without saying. My scout vehicle, the Chevy 1500, was what found the P16 in the first place, because I had to scout for it, physically find it in order to use it. And then I drive it and I'm all excited. There's a small bridge nearby. I traverse the small bridge instead of just the regular landscape, because the P16 is just so great. I think it'll go pretty much anywhere. I wasn't thinking. It was really stupid rookie move. Total noob. Gotta be careful here. And speaking of missions failing, if this White Western Star falls down there and I have to recover it, I think it's $5,000. That would ruin my day. Because recovering vehicles on hard mode is what's going to eventually fail the game. You have to rescue it. What vehicles you have. So let's go back to the P16, what I was talking about. Right now it's sitting in Drummond. Drummond is a failed map right now, but it is recoverable. I do have a plan, like I mentioned with the planks. Just keep going straight, okay. Almost to our destination. You'll see how big this machinery is. But as I was saying, it's starting to get dark. I had to turn my lights on. So as I was saying, if this mission fails, you know, I do have enough cash to recover it, but I've already done in Michigan way too many recovery fees. If I was to say how much I've spent, I think let me just figure it out in my head. think I'd say I spent about 25,000 in recovery fees because it was just impossible. The good news is how many recoveries that I made or rescues that I made without having to recover. About 6 or 7. Here it is. But I so far been greatly lucky. Let me tell you, there has been some times where I almost flipped it here in Alaska, but I haven't. No recoveries have had to happen in Alaska yet, and that's why I'm doing so well. A nice change of pace. But to do that, I had to spend 7,000 bucks to teleport here. So what if a person has 10 vehicles, which I have like 8, I think, total, or 7, I can't remember, 7 or 8. If you want to transfer them to, let's say, Wisconsin, you got to teleport them. And we'll just say 10 for the math purposes is that's 3,000. That's 35,000 bucks just to teleport them all to a new map, so you can use them. So that's one thing I've discovered about this game. Look at this; it's massive. You can look at it from this side. Some vehicles are going to permanently be staying on maps, because they let you find vehicles that you can, they give you vehicles for free. You just have to find them and physically find them and touch them, and you can use them on that map. So if the vehicle is just not that great, let me just turn the engine off while I talk here. If the vehicle or the truck isn't that great and you need it when you're thinking about using it for another map in another part of the world, you might as well just leave it where you found it, because if it's not that great, the retainer fee for 3,500 bucks, it's not going to be worth it, because you're probably going to find something better on that map that they give you, even though you don't know about it yet. Because that's one thing, I don't like to play this game and get spoilers revealed to me, and I apologize for any spoilers that I may have said, but I needed to tell you why I'm here, why I'm in Alaska. Sorry about any spoilers, but any spoilers I did give out was very, very small. It's not really going to ruin your gameplay if you've never played this game. Believe me. I didn't really give out too much that I shouldn't have said. But for those that don't care, thank you. Look at this. The interior. They really pay attention to the interior. If a person wants to, they could play this game all in first person as an extra, like, house rule to make it even real tough. Because you see how it will let you, like, from my avatar, my character right now is looking behind him. Some vehicles don't have windows in the back like that. You got the rear view mirrors. Can you imagine playing this game not in third person? That would be tough. Here we are. This is a big machinery. Let's go. Should I take the shortcut? Yeah, I think I should take the shortcut. The detour, which is a little bit more treacherous. I don't know. This is shortcut. Let's look. So you know what I'm talking about here. It's right here. To get out of all that nasty. But I do have a very powerful winch. I upgraded to the $15,000 winch, W-I-N-C-H, for this truck. So I think going this way is not going to work, because this is just what I'm pulling here. The oil rig semi-trailer is what it's called. It's just too big and too long to get through all these curves. It's going to get stuck. So we're just going to go straight ahead, use the winch that I bought, the one that I invested in, because I knew I would need it. There's the stock winch, W-I-N-C-H. Then there's the $15,000 upgrade for this, which I purchased, because I knew I was going to need it. This game is basically just upgrading your vehicles, keeping a cash flow going, by doing missions, and not going broke, and utilizing the free fuel that the game gives you in fuel tankers spread about the world. Use them wisely. Some of them are for missions, some of them are permanent, but you can refill them for the ones from the missions. Because as everybody knows, the fuel tankers that are for missions are fully stocked with fuel, but and you can use them for your vehicles. It's free fuel to use it, up to down to 10%. And it will still be accepted for the mission that it is meant for. Wow, stuck already. Well, that's the invention, my very powerful winch. The advertisement said you can get any vehicle out of any situation, even the biggest loads, it said. Biggest. It was right. And it probably has a longer reach than the stock winch. So it says 0.39, 0.38. I'm not sure what that represents. Is it yards? Is it meters? I don't know. The smaller it gets, I am glad I made sure to first find the, well, that winch doesn't have a lot of room, even though it's the most powerful one. Because I didn't put it in the Fleet Star. The Fleet Star is basically just going to be a loader because it's got the crane. This truck and my other truck are going to be the ones going off-road, and my Fleet Star will just be. If I go to the right, that's just way too much risk. Yeah. Everything's going well so far. This is gonna take a while. Slowly but carefully when I go into low gear. Because look how top heavy that is. And it's getting dark. Which means I won't be able to maintain a bird's eye view very long. Which is one of the cool things about this game. Can you imagine doing this in first person? You would definitely have to have somebody following along in the back with a walkie-talkie. Or, of course, truckers don't use walkie-talkies, they use the CB radio. If I'm not mistaken. It's almost getting too dark to continue. I may have to... The thing on hard mode is you cannot skip to daylight. You just have to take a nap in your truck and wait. Do something else. Yeah. Put the parking brake on. Stop engine. Turn off the lights. Take a nap. It's too dark to continue. Too dangerous. I cannot see the... I can't see the road. And look how steep that is. Look how steep. If you can look here. Let me turn my lights on again. Look at the angle there. That's just too... I don't like that because it will tip. Do you see the slant? Yeah, that's definitely gonna tip. I'm gonna start the engine up again. We're gonna take the other way. Not right now in the daylight. But I'm gonna back up to that point. Nice and slow, keeping it straight. This I got really good at playing Farming Simulator 19. So this is gonna be no problem. Believe me, it took hours and hours. Driving backwards in a setup like this. It's all opposite. Just like in real life. This is a skill that takes hours and hours of training to learn. Practice. And the Farming Simulator 19, the videos that are the other videos on my channel, all about trucks and stuff. Well, this thing's got rear lights. I'm looking in the very back right now. That's where I got my eye. So Farming Simulator 19, thank you for giving me this practice to develop this skill. Look, everything looks good. It doesn't look like nothing's going to tip, so I'm just going to continue, even though I'm not really on the main road. This is the way I'm going to go. It just seems... That's a 45-degree slant right over that hump there. That's way too much for this top-heavy oil rig salvage. We're salvaging this. Okay. That's what this mission is for. It's all about salvaging. And I'm going to take out this road sign. Don't worry, the game will fix it for me. And when you run over road signs, the game fixes them for you later. I think it's when you load up a different map, I think it's fixed. I feel comfortable about that. Turning the lights off. I'm going to go the other route, which is this way. This is just too... Look at that. Even here you can see. With that being so top-heavy, there's no way. And then the rest of the mission, once I get past this road, I'm going to use this detour road here. The rest is going to be a cakewalk. Because here I have the Fleet Star with the fuel tank ready to go. 56 gallons out of 80 left. Might as well turn the engine off. Turn the lights off. Take a nap. That's much better. Right now it is almost midnight. Look up on the very top near Northport, the Alaska, USA, where it has it right there written on the map. Then to the right there's the clock for this game. And I can't set that. That's all. That's just how it is. That's how fast it goes. Let's look at this. This is awesome. I'm so glad I found this. I found this. I'm not going to say where because I say you find it in Alaska, but I don't want to give out spoiler alerts. When it is found, it's the most amazing feeling in the world because you're thinking, finally, you know, your game is saved. It's Alaska. This put a fortified, bolstered, it bolstered my presence in Alaska. The presence of me, my trucking company here in Alaska. It bolstered it. This is such an awesome truck, but it's only got 53 gallons. It's got, I found the best engine upgrade for it. It's got all the best upgrades because I'm ranked 14. I think it even has the spare tire. Yes. This will be one of my main mission vehicles. And the Fleet Star will just go around and follow the main roads and use its crane to load. This is a long trailer, which can either be used for vehicles or it will take 4 slots for loading up cargo. Very cool. Cargo is free. There's a loading fee if you don't have a crane, and that's what the Fleet Star is for. But for this is gonna, there's a large pipe mission. I haven't found out where it's at. I believe I know where it's going to be. And down here at the factory, I think it's, there's the factory that has the large pipes, because there's one of the accomplishments about this game is it's all about drilling oil and maintaining the pipeline and fixing the pipeline and building pipelines. It's about oil. This game's about oil. This is cool. One of the main elephants in the room about this game is it's all about building oil rigs and maintaining the pipelines, and then doing also other side missions that have nothing to do with oil. So there's so much immersion, so much content, and I've barely scratched the surface. I believe the large pipe is going to have to go this way for the pipeline. Because I've looked over the missions, there's no other ways, and the only place I noticed that you can get them is at the warehouse or the factory. Yes, the factory over here has them. So that's where this vehicle is on its way to. Whoops, that's my Fleet Star. This one. And I'm going to take this road here over the frozen ice. Follow it. Keep going. There's a fuel station there, which I don't think I'll need, because this Fleet Star has basically got a full tank of fuel, which I've all free, by the way. You can pay for fuel, but it's 12 bucks a gallon. No, thank you. And then this way, continue onward to this factory. Pay the $150 loading fee because the Fleet Star just isn't powerful enough to make it through all this. This is some deep snow here. And this shortcut right here, but a lot of people like to take, you need a really powerful vehicle to get through here. This is a yucky, muddy, snowy, muddy, yuck, just deep mud stuck. And you need, and there's hardly any winch points, especially right here. So you need a real beast of a machine to get through there. Which is why, even though this is a beast right here, the Onk MK38, I don't want to risk it. This area here, if you're familiar with Alaska, or if you're not, let me just zoom out for those that are not familiar. You know where the garage is, but right here, this little shortcut right here, don't do it unless you've got a really tough, powerful machine, okay? I'm talking a beast. So it's 12:43 a.m. Let's look at the Fleet Star. Show you what I'm talking about here. Here I got the fuel tank, just waiting. Wherever I need to go, don't know yet. I do know that I need to go and meet up with the oil rig delivery. Salvage semi-trailer is what they're calling it. Here at where the roads meet up, that eventually will lead to the port. This way. Because it's going to need a refill. It's going to need a refill on that fuel. Definitely is. So a lot about this game is making sure to properly strategize how your fuel is going to be worked out. Because to transfer fuel, you got to spend fuel to transfer fuel. It's crazy. Here it is. This is where, and then onward down that road is the port, which leads to the port. And I don't want to take the Fleet Star down there with this full tank of fuel. It could flip. This Fleet Star is just going to be staying on the main roads. I'm not going to spend the upgraded... Well, yeah, I should get the bigger engine for this. I haven't spent the money yet. Or wait, did I? I believe I already did. Not mistaken. So this Fleet Star does have the upgraded engine. It doesn't have the $15,000 upgraded winch, because that's a lot of money. And I'm not going to be going into any... I don't need the Fleet Star to go off-road anymore. That part's over with. I had to do it when I had no choice because I didn't have many trucks. Excuse me. But now I have... It is very reliable. It's got the crane. It's going to be just sticking to the main roads. And it can basically go anywhere on any main road. It can even do off-roading if needed. It's one of the most reliable trucks in the game, the Fleet Star. Everybody have a great day. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Have a great day, everybody.